wearing scars in the skits, old wounds in the bits. Every call in, every friend feels like Sunday once again. From the grind to the glow up, glass half empty, you pour more up. You take the weight we hold below and lift it on the Lavar Walker Show. This that Lavar Walker Show, where the real ones talk and the wild thoughts go. We laugh, we cry, yeah, we let it roll. Healing through a joke and a story for the soul. This that Lavar Walker Show, turn it up loud, let the whole block know. From pain to punchlines, watch the wisdom glow. Yeah, this that Lavar Walker Show. Hey, some days heavy, some days light. You still find a way to make it feel alright. When the world's too loud, when the bill's too high, I press play, hear your voice, and I remember why. This that Lavar Walker Show, where the real ones talk and the wild thoughts go. We laugh, we cry.
And what up, what up, what up? Welcome back to the greatest show on the face of the earth. You are here. You are here and in the building at the Lavar Walker Show podcast. And listen, before we get started, I'm going to be in Arlington, Virginia at the Arlington Draft House, as you can see right here. That'll be June 7th, this Sunday. You can get those tickets at lavarwalker.me, or you can go on any one of my Instagram or Facebook posts and just comment the word show, and I will DM you a link for those tickets. Now, without further ado, a shout out to everybody on YouTube that's checked out the special I put up. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate all the love for that. And shout out to everybody that came out to see me in Arlington, Texas at the Arlington Improv this past weekend. But we gonna get into it, man. So the tapes are leaking out with Diddy and Daphne Joy. The tape leaked. I watched it. It was rather somewhat disturbing. Now, after watching that tape, do I believe this man needs to be incarcerated? No. Do I feel like Diddy is wrongfully incarcerated at this time? Absolutely. Is he freaky and nasty? Absolutely. But that doesn't warrant a 60-month prison sentence either. The video was troubling. I mean, you know, Diddy walked through. I don't want to be too graphic because I don't want to lose any monetization here. But did he walk through, and let's just say he had his hand on his chest, one hand on his chest and another hand on his small guitar. Small guitar. He was plucking his guitar as Daphne Joy was doing what she does, because she was, you know, talking into the microphone while he was plucking his guitar. Rather disturbing. I'm sure 50 Cent is probably really, really mad, being that this is the mother of his child. And, you know, based on the court documents, Diddy was paying this woman's rent, you know, $10,000 or $15,000 a month in a luxury condo she was living in and taking care of her. However, being the baby mother of 50 Cent. So I don't know, when 50 said, have a baby by me, baby, be a millionaire, he must have been lying in the case of Daphne Joy, because she's doing a lot of strange things for change. And this is a woman that was obviously in dire straits. And I know 50 is hot. I know he's probably really boiling right now. And I'm pretty sure a lot of things, you know, the documentary that he did on Diddy on Netflix came out, and I'm sure a lot more will be coming out down the pipeline. I can't imagine the embarrassment of the child who has to go to school, and they're seeing this child's mom. And here's the thing, you know, I think Daphne Joy is a rather attractive, she's a beautiful woman. What, like, for the love of me, like, I just don't understand why she would even have to do this, bro. Like, you know, a woman that good looking, seem like she could get a guy that really loves her, but no, she would much rather, just sell her soul, lack all integrity and morals, and just be in this predicament, which is rather strange to me. And she's on Instagram, looks beautiful, has the beautiful pictures when she's on the boat and the yacht, and the sun is always shining. It's a beautiful day every day on the page, but in the dark, she's having to do strange things to maintain the lifestyle. And Daphne isn't alone. Daphne is just exposed because I'm sure a lot of the other young ladies that are on Instagram portraying these lifestyles, they too are doing a lot of strange things for change, which is really troubling and sad. And when I watch it, I'm just like, why? Why? Because I can see a beautiful woman and appreciate beauty. Beautiful women are like art to me. It's a beautiful girl. You didn't have to do this, but it's one thing about it. When a woman belongs to the game or the streets, it's what it is. And it does not matter how beautiful she is or how she looks. It's just what it is. And for Diddy, like, like I said, I don't believe the man should be in jail at this moment. But I must say, it's just strange, bro. Like, you want to sit up there and just watch your woman do these things with a stranger who, by the way, is bigger than you. It's just weird. I don't understand. I've never reached that level of money or fame. And I really wouldn't want to if it's gonna make me like a deviant or something. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I'm cool. I don't want to sit in a room and watch my woman get taken down by, some guy, with a hammer, like with a sledge pole. And I'm just sitting there plucking my small guitar. It's just weird to me. And I don't know if he's doing that because I hope y'all can hear me. I hope I ain't been just talking. What's up, Coco Butterfly and everybody in the chat? But it's just weird, man. I don't know. But Daphne did make a statement. I'm gonna read the statement she wrote. Um, the statement was quite interesting. Let me just share this screen with you guys. Bear with me here. Okay. I know y'all can't see it, but I'm gonna read it out loud. So everybody plays the fool sometimes, and I have been the biggest fool. I just wanted my man at the time to be happy and satisfied. I wanted to fulfill all his desires, even if that meant breaking my own boundaries. I deeply loved him, and I believed he loved me too. And I believed he loved you too. You know what I mean? I believe the man did love her. This is what a lot of couples do in the entertainment business. Um, it's still so painful for me to process the harsh reality and truth of that relationship. But as time passes in my quiet moments, I realize that it was far from love. The recent leak was a tape I never considered to being filmed on. I was blackmailed by the person in the video and was threatened that if I didn't give him the lump sum of money, that they would leak it on the web. I almost gave in to this demand. And once I didn't, this person eventually sold this tape to a giant media outlet. The media outlet called me one day and said they had the tape and asked me if I had any comment before the release. It was the first time I ever fainted in my life. Once the media company understood the tape they purchased was R corn and an extortion scheme, they backed off from broadcasting. I know they're probably reading this, and I want to say thank you for doing the right thing, even though years later it's come back to haunt me again. It took me all day to find the courage to rewatch my abuse. Now, there's the thing, you know, I watched the tape. That wasn't abuse. That wasn't abuse. See, now you have to do the soul searching. And I think this will be a great moment to look in the mirror and just take some accountability. This is what you sacrificed in exchange for the money, in exchange for the apartment, in exchange for the luxury goods. This is a sacrifice, baby. That's what you did. You could have left. You could have said no, but you didn't say no because you looked behind you and you saw 20,000 other women in line waiting to take your position. And this is not me trying to shame, but I'm just calling this for what it is. It took me all day to find the courage to rewatch my reviews. Having to watch this tape was triggering and painful because only I knew the inner turmoil and pressures I felt in those moments. I was not and was never in my right mind throughout the entirety of the relationship. Seeing myself so lost is excruciating. I just want to hold that girl in that room and get her out of there and tell her that wasn't love and she didn't need to do this for love. My heart is breaking as I type this. I wish so many things were different, but I can't take back the hands of time. I can only continue to move forward and slowly learn to love and trust myself again. I want to love and protect myself so much that I'll never come across such a harmful environment again. This is the first time that I have ever felt a part of my own body, and that my body belongs to me. I'm precious, I'm special, I'm worthy. This I promise to hold true in my heart for the woman I am becoming and for the woman I once lost. Very, very it's very sad, but it's like if I'm Daphne Joy right now, I want to reach out literally to other young ladies and get through to the young, hot women out there that are going to go down this same dark path because they're going to do it, you know. Because when you're young and you're hot, nobody can tell you anything. But if Daphne could get through to some of these young women and understand that these tapes, once they online, once they get into the digital space, they're there forever. And you're gonna have like this scar and this pain. And it's just it's sad. It's what it is. It's what it is, man. It's very, very troubling. And I hope that I don't want to look, I gotta make this big because I don't want y'all to see nothing on my Twitter. But, it's very troubling, and I hope, that young ladies watch this and take advice to the young ladies that are going to Dubai, and you doing strange things for change in Dubai, and they're filming you guys out there, the sheiks or whoever, and you getting this $200,000 shopping spree. Just know that what you did, if it's in that digital world, it's there forever. And eventually it'll probably leak out. And this is what happens. It's just rather unfortunate because I believe Diddy was with this woman for years. And it's hard. It's very hard to leave a penthouse apartment. It just is. It is. And it's sad. Shout out to everybody in the chat today. We got quite a few people watch. Shout out to everybody on Twitter. A lot of people on Twitter. Everybody on YouTube. I see y'all on Facebook and also Twitch. So shout out to the chat in the house and make sure you guys go get those tickets. I'm going to be at the Arlington Draft House June 7th, one show, 7 p.m. It will be going down. But we got to talk about this, man. Please, ladies, just be careful, and know what you're signing up for. Don't sign up for something and then you want to come back and cry when it blows. Like you gotta know what it is you want. Um, because it's really sad. I really don't know. And a lot of times women don't want any accountability. None. None. You knew you was in that room and you knew them cameras was on. You knew it was being filmed. So that's what it is. And speaking, oh my gosh, something else popped up. Oh my goodness, more and more is leaking out, guys. I can't show any of it, but everything is slowly leaking. So it's unreal. Also, too, speaking of these women, it looked like Sauce Walker, a rapper out of Houston, he has now crashed out on Drake because I believe Drake was messing with this guy's baby mama. And Sauce Walker claims, he goes around, he has like a pimp moniker. I'm a fan. I like his music. But he made some threats in regards to Drake. I think Drake got with his baby moms. So he ended up making threats on the phone to the baby mom. The baby mom recorded it, and it's just not a good thing. It doesn't look good. I'm gonna play this for y'all. Y'all can check it out. This is him talking um, to his baby mom, but check it out. I don't look to Sauce Walker, brother. You gotta chill, but you just incriminated yourself, unfortunately. And this is not the way to go out, right? You know, I know you hot with Drake or whatever, but Drake has a lot of security and a lot of money. And Drake's security isn't the homies. Drake's security is retired sheriffs and ex-deputies. And you could be setting yourself up to send yourself up the river. Because now you made this threat, they're going to be on high alert, and now they probably put your picture up on the tour bus or whatever. So you have to be careful, and we can't. And fellas, when it comes to these women, women are going to do what they do. You don't own that woman. So if the woman is sleeping behind your back or doing you dirty, you should thank her because she exposed herself. It's a lesson learned, and you just have to move on just as a man. But threats of violence or going to hurt your brother man is not worth it at all. It's just not. And you know, you can't get in your feelings. You can't call yourself a pimp and get in your feelings when the woman turns into a whore or or does some things to piss you off. Like if they gonna pass it out, they gonna pass it out. It's just what it is. You can't tame like a whore. You can't do it. You know, you can't take a hoe out of her natural habitat and expect her to act right. You know, it's like going to find a wild lion in the jungle and you bring that lion home as a pet, and then you leave the lion in the house and you come back and your whole house is destroyed, all the food is gone, everything is tore up, and you come back shocked. Well, how could you be shocked when you took this wild beast out of its natural habitat? How could you be shocked with this beast acting as if it's a beast? And when you're dealing with women, especially in the entertainment industry, and I know it's probably women across the board, but especially in the entertainment industry, they mostly belong to the game. They never belong to you, right? So the smartest entertainers is already married to somebody they found before they got success. But if you're chasing these women, that's the baddies, these IG baddies, and the bad hoes, all this, you're gonna lose, bro. Like this is not what you want. They're gonna go with the win, and there's a pecking order. So if you find industry woman in streets and you are of a sauce walker, well, you can't bring industry a woman around when a bigger act pulls up. So if there's a Drake, you want to hide, don't take her around that. If there's a Kanye, don't take her around that. If they're bigger artists making bigger money and getting more heat, she's naturally going to, she's gonna go. She gonna get took down by that. And you can't be in your feelings. You just have to remove all emotion and just know the game is the game, big dog. That's what it is. Because what is hurting her or beating her gonna do? The only thing it's gonna do is make her go back to do it again and again. Because she knows it hurts you worse when she goes to sleep with said man. But if you're not emotional, you just cut off, be cold with it, boom, you good. But you're not gonna win with these altercations and you emotional, you want to fight, and you want to shoot the man's car up over what? A piece of what? A piece of cat? But just a piece of cat that's walking around it's everywhere. You don't need to shoot up anybody or fight over that, brother. Call me. This is real. So that is that. Also to the news today, there's a lot going on in the rap world. Jay-Z is back outside, and I did a video about that saying, a lot of guys back outside. Jay-Z is 56, almost 60 years of age. And I must admit, I watched him rap. I watched that Roots concert. Man, Jay still spitting, man. Jay got and I don't know. And I need anybody in the chat to come in here and talk to me about this. I could be, because I'm old, you know what I mean? And Jay was my favorite rapper when I first heard him in 1996. Probably more so 97 when I first, when he came out. I met Jay-Z in 96. But by far one of my favorite MCs. But to the children, if he sounds like an old man to you guys, please let me know because I'm old and I don't think my voice necessarily matters at 48 years of age. Well, I'll be 48 this year. Will I be 48 or no? I'll be 49 this year. So yeah, at 49 years of age, I don't know. It might have just sounded like a old man just rambling, but to me, it sounded good. He had proper breath control. The music was good. It really was nice. He is nice. He is spitting. So, but he's back outside. Jay was definitely up in his feelings. He was talking about it. He talked about Dame. He talked about Nicki Minaj. He talked about pretty much everybody. Maybe I could play this. I should be able to play this. I don't think he's allowing people to. This is good PR because he's allowing people to listen to this. Y'all ain't saying nothing to me in the chat today either. I don't know what's going on, but y'all can speak. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna put this on. Y'all probably didn't even hear. Y'all let me know. Can y'all hear me? Shout out to Don Johnson. Hobatat. That's funny. Let me know if y'all hear this.
Your son on the federal, the leprechauns have magically run out of planes. Your son on the federal jail line mumbling something about having too much in his drink. You know how dumb that is? Another one fumbled his, wonder how I get the blame. Niggas' teeth is tumbling out their mouth and somehow I'm the one who done it. It's a murder mystery game. You had the cap cow and thunk it. Was you who pumped his? I'm the one who strung the pain. That hill you can die on. There's way too much flack that comes from those planes. I'm killing them softly. What's understood don't need to be explained. You want it one way, it's the other. I spill on you suckers, I'm mauling you niggas gang. I ain't much for me, it's no how. Cancel the brunches, I remember the hunger pain. The price of the bricks going up. It's gonna cost you a beat to even say my name. You ever heard of a wonderkin? My children is some of them. Have you niggas no shame? Y'all trying to get under skin? I really get under skin as an unharmed player. Thumbs with your thumbs again. Everybody think they're the ones insane. You're no maniac. Watch out, maniac in my presence, nigga, straight. I need a new therapist. This shit is not working. I'm truly on the brink. Y'all better not encourage him. Y'all don't want me to think these thoughts that I think. That nut-ass nigga still stuttering. And chatty patty down on his luck again. Quest introducing me to Jaguar. I don't know why I still fuck with him. You was wondering why I do the freestyle rehearsal. That lady back on the stuff, she sound like she in love with him. A king can't even take their kids. Enough of them. A rapper can't be my eye. I got a bag of Republicans. Them shots came from the very top of the government. Good luck with them. I'm governed by God. You trying to break the government. I prayed for 40 days. My neck get flooded again. Wrist get flooded again. My net worth went up again. My next update, the jig is up. Nigga, I'm up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again. Niggas look up the hole. I never looked up to them. Crackers got your publishing games to go talk tough to them. Talk success to me. You niggas is workers. In perpetuity is how your contract is worded. Don't make me go first. Man. The Bruce remember, even when the trees pretend, not too much of my name. Don't forget who I am. Patty loves her Shawnees. SHAWN. I find it adorable she put the S at the end. You don't know, the show ain't even begin. I said, you don't know, the show ain't even begin.
Ooh, come on, man. Come on, man. He got down, bro. He's spitting. Like, quietly, bro. Hope spitting like he's still out here in these streets hungry on the low, like, to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how y'all feel. 79 Row in the chat said it was garbage to her. I liked it. I really felt like, you know what I mean? Damn, you giving Jay-Z trash too, bro? I was feeling it. I thought he was spitting. It was a different kind of set. It was more like spoken word. You know what I'm saying? What's happening, Relly? 665 third. I see you. She say he sound tired. But you know what? Everybody's tired because now, as an artist, the only way most artists are able to eat out here is pretty much through touring. You know what I mean? Like, you pretty much have to give all the art away and shit, Jay back outside. And I don't think this is gonna be the only date either. I think he'll end up doing more dates. You say he a 50 plus MC plus favorite MC? That's funny. He definitely saved everything for the stage. But you know, looking at it, it's like, man, look, he was nice to me. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? Because what Jay-Z is able to do, he's able to do these raps and he disses people like subliminally. Like, you gotta like dig through his raps to see like who he's talking about. And you know, you find little nuggets in there. You know, it's a lot of a lot of metaphors, a lot of similes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of double entendres that he throws around. Nothing he says affects you because you already got educated. Those trying to make it out are weighed down by the outcomes his lifestyle and music portrays. I 100% agree with you. I really do. Yeah. But that's a great statement. But when you think about just the nature of the music business and what has sold black people over the years, I mean, that's what it sold us, man. You know, crack era music. Everybody was hustling, trying to get out. And we champion those that were hustlers. We championed the hustler, the gangster, the street guy. We did that for many, many years, especially my generation. You know what I mean? Because it's like stories of legend until you realize now that shit don't mean nothing. It's, to me, a lot of that street talk and gangster shit that they push on us is a CIA psyop that was used to control black people more so than anything. They specifically, especially when you talk about the gangs and shit, like, because you can get rid of domestic gangs here really rapidly if they just sign in the law that gang members are domestic terrorists with automatic 30-year sentences. Gang members and all gangs would just go away overnight, but they don't. They will never allow that because that is they are an instrument of control in the communities. You see what I'm saying? That's an instrument of control for black people. So they will never sign that in the law. You would think they would. Like, nah, we don't do gangs here. If you do, you automatic 30 years. So yeah, beefing and tearing down your own people, that's all a part of that. That all comes, this all mixed into the music, is mixed all into the CIA psyop. And it's mixed in there as a method or instrument of control to control people in the community. I strongly believe that because we, my bad. Damn, I just disappeared out of the damn. I'm sorry, y'all. I disappeared. Everybody left too. I had a lot of people in there too. What you say? Do not what? Well, I don't know why it just kicked me out like that. That was weird. I must have hit a button that said leave studio. Oh, okay. Everybody back now. Everybody back in the building now. Shout out to everybody on YouTube TV and shout out to everybody on Twitter. We deep in here. But yeah, that was interesting. That was an interesting bars. Jigga's back outside. Beyonce's about to be back outside. Kanye's outside. Everybody's outside. Everybody's on the road. Everybody's trying to get some money. The fucking economy is falling off a cliff. So everybody's working. If you're an entertainer, you trying to work. You know what I mean? If you're an actor, do comedy because that's your option. This is where we are right now. This is where we are. And the streets are like oversaturated with entertainment. And I guess, is this going to be the only job that we have left? We just entertain each other. We just all walking around doing Instagram videos and YouTubes and talking head videos and podcasts, just tap dancing for one another. Is this where we are? Because it certainly looks like it to me. So yeah. Yep. Y'all enjoying the show so far? Y'all let me know if you guys are enjoying the show. We got 219 people in here right now. Got a few on Instagram, not a whole lot. And two, if you watching this, get those tickets, man. I'm gonna be at the Arlington Draft House June 7th. I'm gonna be down there. So get those tickets, come through, check me out. I got real jokes. And speaking of jokes, something was very interesting to me. I watched and y'all y'all can chime in on this. So I watched Ray Daniels. Shout out to Ray Daniels. Ray Daniels made a comment in regards to Kevin Hart. And he was saying that Kevin Hart is losing his funny. And he compared Kevin Hart to Drewski. I like Drewski. Drewski's a good dude. Drewski showed me love, my son love. And respectfully, I commented to Ray Daniels. I said, I don't think it would be fair to compare Kevin Hart to Drewski because Kevin Hart is a stand-up comedian, right? And Drewski, very, very funny. Drewski, makes skits. He's more of a comedic actor. So the equivalent of comparing Kevin Hart to Drewski would be like comparing like Eddie Murphy to Will Ferrell. You see what I'm saying? Like, or no, you comparing Dave Chappelle to Will Ferrell. Now, it's not to say that both don't make you laugh, but you have to compare apples to apples. So I just said this not a fair comparison because when you think about the true nature, of a real stand-up comedian, a real stand-up comedian is a guy that you have never heard of. The man comes on the stage and he begins to talk and he invokes the emotion of laughter out of you. That's a true stand-up comedian. True stand-up comedians come from relative obscurity. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying they don't do skits. I do a couple of skits every once in a while. I'm more of a true stand-up comedian. And I've had to do a lot of skits and do like podcasts and do videos and shit as a way to really survive, just to be in front of people's faces. But I just didn't think that was a fair assessment in Kevin Hart because Kevin Hart came up, early 2000s, late 90s. And comedy was hard, man. You getting up in front of people, man, people would boo. They actually would boo back in these days and throw chicken at you. And, you had to learn to really be funny. Like you had to learn that shit in the moment, how to adjust to a room, it's just a lot. And it's not to take away from what these guys do online because that shit is cold too. Like what these guys do with these sketches and these skits are fucking brilliant. And it's not easy what they do, but you're still talking about two different, very different genres. Because if you begin to conflate the stand-up comedian with the Instagram skit guy, we get really confused on what stand-up is. So I got pushed back and they called me a hater on that particular post. They said, man, you need to do the skits too, which I do. I'm just not as good as these guys with them. But yeah, that's what it is. We can't conflate and then too now, just whatever genre you in, whether it's singing, comedy, art, sports, you just have to do shit to get attention and to draw attention. So you have to do spectacle because spectacle is a lot bigger than actual talent, whatever you may be talented in. So you have to create a big enough spectacle just to get eyeballs on you. And then you take those eyeballs and then sell your ticket or your merch or whatever. You grow you sell yourself some leverage. So that's what it is. No, he is funny. I love him. No, I love me some Drewski now. I can't take away he's brilliant, brother. But to compare stand-ups to IG guy, and Drewski don't even want to do stand-up. Drewski in his lane, and I respect him even more for that. Because a lot of people will push him into comedy because of the money. You sell these tickets, man. You know, so that's what it is. And to me, a big part of comedy has become like just a meet and greet. I think one of the most difficult things about comedy is not comedy super subjective and making it as a comedian, whether you're funny or you're not funny, whether you're funny or you're not necessarily funny does not guarantee success as a comedian. So, you know, you say, when am I mintgasm? What'd you say? When am I coming back? You didn't come the last time I was there. When am I coming back to Chicago? You didn't come to the last show. What you talking about? I don't know, but I need to come back home. I really do. Mm-mm-mm. Man, we got a good warm house. We got a lot of love in the house tonight. We got 207 people watching, 5 on Facebook, 160 on Twitter, 42 on YouTube, and 1 on Twitch. So shout out to all 210 of y'all to drop down to 208. Good, good, good. I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna keep going, guys. Let's see what else is going on. Serena Williams is coming back to tennis. Oh, you a comedian too? Oh, you a comic. Okay. That's what's up. Good morning, mother. Mom, I can't play no Marvin Gaye on here because they'll disrupt the stream when you play music and stuff. That's how they do. Now, Mintgasm is a comedian. So, Mintgasm, how long have you been doing comedy now? How long you been doing comedy? Now, you still on here? Let me know. I think this was what up, Lamar? I think this was so funny to me, man. Let me show y'all this. So this guy came into a bar. I think they call him a M head. Let me see. Hey, don't mess. Listen, y'all better leave people alone. He really proved to them he an electrician. You see how quick it get quiet up in there? That's crazy. Leave people alone. You don't know their profession. He didn't turn the power off in the restaurant. Oh, dope. So man got all good. You in a few bands, singer and songwriter. That's what's up. I appreciate that. Because I was gonna say, oh, we got another comedian, but that is dope. How long have you been writing music and performing, Mentagasm? Tell us a little bit about yourself. And where do you live in Chicago? You must live in Chicago. Tell us about yourself and where some people watching can find your music. You reached out to me on IG? Man, I apologize if I didn't get it. I don't, you know what I mean? Because I got so many messages in them different boxes and stuff. So if I didn't get it, I apologize. I didn't know you reached out. Mhm. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. A black woman in Atlanta cries her eyes out, complaining that the city is so segregated, she has to cross to the white side to see a doctor. Atlanta is led by a black mayor. Black residents are the largest population group in the city, and it's literally the black mecca, home to more black millionaire celebrities and success stories than anywhere else in America. If your own majority feels segregated, maybe the problem isn't the map. What is she talking? Let me see. Okay, so this lady's complaining that Atlanta has become segregated. Let's see this. It ain't no, she is a damn lie. I live in Atlanta. Everybody, listen, there's a black doctor by her that she doesn't know about. It's no way. Girl, you is tripping. You need to dry them fake tears. Matter of fact, it's a black physician probably live 2 doors down from you. This place got black pharmacists here, black pharmacists, physicians, everybody's black. Everybody. I live in the black side of town. My doctor's black. Everybody's black. And see, this is the times we live in where people are looking for like, you see her crying out, like everybody is virtue signaling and trying to do selective outrage bait videos. Like, come on. Tell this young lady to call me. I can definitely hook up to a black doctor in her neighborhood. No audio for video? Let's try it again. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? Y'all can't hear that? Well, that's weird. All right, let's try it now. Can you hear that? Could y'all hear that? Yo, Mengasm, that's the way to go, man. Hustle with the bands with a day job. Trust me, that is the way to go. And that's how you have the most fun doing what you're doing. Because you ain't got to really rely on that shit. I mean, then when a gig comes, it's more of a blessing. How the hell y'all can't hear this? Let me try it. Let's try it again. I just put it on main stereo. All right.
White side of town. That is literally what we call it, the white side of town. I am fucking exhausted.
Can y'all hear it now?
I'm trying to make it to the doctor.
Y'all hear her? Oh, y'all hear it now. That's weird.
I live in Atlanta. It is a very segregated city. For me to even go to the doctor, I have to go to the white side of town. That is literally what we call it, the white side of town.
Look, what I was trying to say is she lying. She does not need to go to the white side of town. It is black doctors everywhere around here.
I am fucking exhausted.
You ain't exhausted. It's a doctor right by you. It's a black doctor, probably a black female doctor that look like you, and you just don't want to know. You don't know. You don't want to know where the doctor's at. That's the problem. That is the problem.
I'm about to really disappear on you.
I know we started this off with the Daphne Joy and 50 Cent thing. This is a leak that we have for them. Let me know if y'all can hear this.
Hey, I really don't know what's going on with you, but I just want to just give you a heads up that I'm about to really disappear on you. You feel me? I'm not going to be playing these
Princeton, get off of here.
games with you at all, at all. So I don't know. You think you silent treating me, and you think I'm gonna be nah. You'll have a rude awakening. You'll just have silence, and ain't nobody threatening you. And I ain't trying to go back and forth with no woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I ain't got no time for no motherfucking games. Where my life is at right now, I don't have no time for no games, baby girl. Me and you could be mad. I could have a spat. We could have whatever. Then after that, you better get on your job. That's really that's all it is. Cause you got me on my job. Nah, it ain't never gonna work like that over here. You know what I'm saying? I was trying not to leave this message, but you have left me no choice. Hey, so either you go in the direction of like moving on and shit like that, or you like just like have me just keep moving.
Now you see right here on this voicemail, he's giving her the out. Like you could just leave.
Ain't no threat. I'm just being clear. I can't do the shit with you every time you get upset.
Yeah, I remember that too. But yeah, she's mad. But nobody's madder than 50. I tell you that. That is wild, man. Go ahead and sign in and look like you working. We with you. We are all with you. Now y'all heard in that freestyle, I'm guessing Jay-Z had dissed Diddy in the freestyle as well. I gotta pull that up. I want to pull that up and then show y'all a video. I need to come through St. Louis. Shout out St. Louis.
Whenever I get in trouble, it's the one I call. It's my strategist right here. It's my brother. It's B.I.G. brother. It's Brooklyn Soul. So I appreciate you. It's J5G. That's the mother way to go. Brooklyn to represent the B.I.G. brother. Check this out. You can't really look at my favorite show. I want you to take
Posted outside like the Pentagon. You niggas be hitting the net for some love. You a tennis.
Well, that was Diddy. Diddy was basically praising Jay-Z right there. But, you know, since all of the everything that happened with Diddy being in jail, the indictment, Jay-Z has distanced himself from Diddy. And also he made some mention about the Rock Nation brunch. I mean, I guess getting away from him. But what people have to realize is, and I've said this on numerous occasions, is that the entertainment business is fake. You know, most relationships, even human relationships, a lot of those relationships are pretty much fake. But especially with the entertainment business, because the entertainment business is a business of what can you do for me, you know, or what can you do for me and what can I do for you? And we can use each other and get somewhere. That's like the nature of the business. And when somebody is toxic or if somebody is threatening your brand or your proximity to that person threatens your brand, people typically will just abandon you. Even when you go like even in comedy, you get hot in comedy, you hot, you sell a lot of tickets, everybody's calling you. Everybody's your friend. Everybody's your brother. You go cold, tickets aren't selling, you're not popping, the phone just doesn't ring, right? It's not gonna ring. And then you get in your feelings because you thought these people were your friend. In entertainment business, nobody's your friend. It's all fake. It's all fake. You know, I got to talk to the good brother Dick Gregory one time, and I was asking Dick Gregory, like, coming up in those times with Bill Cosby, Richard Pryor, did you talk to them? And Brother Dick said, I don't talk to entertainers. I don't talk to entertainers. Like, and now when I think back to that, I'm like, damn, I get it. I understand because he understands what this business entails. So, yeah. You say no more silly ass label, no more biting. The party died. Yes, it did die because it's really just on right now as artists. You just have to be everything because we got all this technology at our fingertips. So you just can't be the like for you, Mentgasm, you can't just be the singer. You're not just the singer. You are a singer, a content creator. You're your manager, your editor, you're a creative director, accountant. You have to wear many, many hats, right? You have to do all those things. And that's the exhausting part about being a artist in today's times. However, we'll see the richest artist the world has ever seen because you can own and control everything, especially now with AI and everything. You could have your whole staff, AI agents pretty much running everything for you. So that's the beauty about coming up in today's times. They was talking about so Jay-Z's outfit. Show y'all this outfit he got on. I don't. Can y'all see it? Let me blow it up. I guess I can't even blow it up. Oh, there it go. So this outfit that Jay has on, this is Fear of God. Shout out to Jerry Lorenzo, who's my frat brother. Uh, he made this outfit. I don't really. It doesn't do much for me. It just look like a black denim jacket with a dark denim shirt, dark denim and black Tims. But I guess that's what it is. Oh, yo, and shout out to Roz Ann. Thank you, Roz. Shout out to Roseanne and everybody that came to see me from Xavier University when I was in Dallas this past weekend. It was a pleasant surprise. I was happy to see y'all, man. Y'all showed me so much love, and I really appreciate y'all coming out, man. That meant a lot. It meant so much. But yeah, I'm not necessarily I mean, it's decent. You know what I mean? Just throw something on, run out the house, but I'm not really feeling it. Good for you, Mangasm. Take those classes, learn Claude, learn as much as you can about this AI. You'll be way better off. The more you can do on your own, the better. So, yeah. But are you guys having a good day today? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Charlemagne says getting dissed by Jay-Z is one thing. Realizing Beyonce feels the same way, that's devastating. Damn, he dissed Charlemagne too? Damn. He like that Vernon Max?
Man, when I did that motherfucking, man, let me tell you about that motherfucker. Man, that motherfucker gave me that goddamn ball, man. I didn't see none of my eyes spawn. All I saw was the bottom of some bitch shoes, man. That was a tough motherfucker, man.
Shout out to Milwaukee Marco. Shout out to him. Man, we just sitting in here vibing, man. What's up, Far Studios? What's good with you, bro? Talk to me. Talk to me, bro. Milwaukee Marco. I didn't know Jay-Z did Charlemagne. Y'all see how bad? Look at this, y'all. This is how bad it's getting. This is how bad the economy is. Listen, Serena's coming back out of retirement to play tennis again. Bro, it's bad out here, man. Serena damn near 50. How old is Serena? When I tell y'all everybody's coming back to get this money, yeah, Serena almost 50. Serena 44, about to come play tennis again. We need this money, man. Well, I appreciate. I thoroughly appreciate you appreciating the impression that I do of T.I. You dig that? Hey, dig this shit, player. No, I appreciate you, bro. Yeah. Oh no. They say Boosie is reportedly being accused of hitting a security guard in the head with a hookah at a Houston nightclub. I don't think y'all think Boosie did that. Boosie ain't do that. They say Boosie hit a security guard with a hookah in the head. I don't know. It's probably gonna be tough to prove. I'm sure Boosie went there and paid off to get the tapes. If he hit that guy in the head, he paid them people off to get them tapes. So probably won't be proven. I hope he didn't do that. Oh man, I guess it's real, Boosie. Man, I guess he did hit somebody in the head. Come on, Boosie Boo. Come on, Boosie Boo. I don't know. We're gonna see what's going on with this Boosie situation as it heats up later on in the day. Michael Jackson movie just crossed $851 million at the box office. Should be hitting $1 billion soon. Let's see what Ebro got to say about this.
You could call it battling, you could call it responding. We're playing semantics. Hove, people have been talking shit about Hove. He got to the mic, had his time, and he got busy, and now he got the algorithm going. Same way y'all use Jay-Z, me included, to get the algorithm going. He was like, look, it's my turn. I'm going to get the algorithm going now. Marcy's back. Sorry to cut you off, Marcy.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, but no, I hear you. But that's semantics. Responding, battling. In hip hop, if you respond, now we in a battle. Because now it's on everybody else, right? And by the way, this is also feeding families. The same way the Drake fans be calling it the Drake stimulus package. Hove just rolled out the Hovey stimulus package. You know what I'm saying? The same way Drake was just talking about Hove, now Hove's talking about Drake. So then people gonna go back to the Drake album and revisit those lines. And then people going, and then, are we getting a new Jay-Z release?
I think something's cooking. Oh, yeah, I think
He didn't come. Lou is one of those Hove fans that believes there's a haircut coming before a new album.
Yeah, he's not alone. I see that a lot online.
Well, guys, I think I'm gonna get out of here. I don't have too much I want to cover anymore. Let me remove that. Shout out to Night Ale Gang. I appreciate you for showing me that love, bro. I appreciate that. And y'all make sure y'all check out that video I put up on YouTube too. Did y'all see that last stand-up video I put up? It's doing pretty good. Right now, we just been up a day. We had 7,300 views. So it's doing very, very good. Y'all check that out. Let me show y'all how big Michael Jackson was, bro. Look at it. This in Russia. This is a screening of the movie in Russia. Let's see. Man, them Russians losing their damn mind, bro. They had to watch the movie in a damn stadium, bro. Michael Jackson, y'all. Michael Joseph Jackson. When I tell you, never see nothing like that again. Never. Well, guys, I'm going to get out of here. This has been a real one. Appreciate y'all for tuning in as y'all always do. I'll probably come back here tomorrow. Wait, what did you say? I miss the simplicity of stand-up of days past. I always want to go to Comic View taping growing up. Internet marketing makes everything hard. Yes, it does, Spades. And shout out to Spades for coming to the show in Arlington, too. It was a pleasure meeting you there. I appreciate you. So, no, but that's real. Well, guys, I'm about to end this. I'm going to set this outro video. We're getting on out of here, guys. So listen, appreciate you guys. If you could get those tickets, check me out at the Arlington Draft House in Arlington, Virginia. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Holla.